can fly.
One touch, one touch, one touch, one touch. All left foot this way. Then you get here, one more left foot, open up, then right foot, and then take it with the touch, you know? So I'll go example going this way. So I'll go like this. Right foot, right foot. Then as you get right here, then just check the shoulder, pop, take it, dribble back, and then starting again, left foot all the way through. Perfect. Good set. Good. Good. Yep. Yeah. Yep. 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 Woo. Good touch. Last one. Good. Yep. The only difference is, like, we'll do the same thing. Starting here, right, one touch, one touch, one touch. After this one, you get the right touch, you get the back pedal through, and then a through ball, and you're just gonna take it into space. Good. because this is like a first touch and like passing drill. So Vince will be in the triangle right here. I'll be like 10 yards away from him with all the balls. I'm just going to hit in a firm pass on the ground, maybe even bobbling a little bit, but just to get him to work on the first touch outside of the other side of the triangle. And then he's gonna look for that, like a pass, like on the ground pass or a lace pass. Imagining like there's a partner or another teammate on the inside of the far post over here. So it's just a one touch thing through the triangle and then instep pass or lace pass into the goal. So first touch, passing, all that good stuff. Good. Perfect. Nice. Good. Perfect. Good touch. Perfect. Oh. Ah. Yep. Ah. Excellent. Yeah.
So really good session in with Vince today. It was just a ton of passing work. Like that's something that we both kind of want to work on. So that's what we've been focusing on. I'm going to weigh in right now. It's not going to be the most accurate because I forgot to do it this morning, but I just want to see where I'm at. All I've really had to eat today is just 2 bananas and a cup of coffee, so it should be okay. But usually, to be consistent, I like to weigh myself every single morning right when I wake up. So take this with a grain of salt. 167. Okay, here is my breakfast / lunch. It's my brunch, I guess you could say. It's gonna be big because I had that small, like 2 bananas and coffee before the training session. I'm gonna have this, which is gonna be like my brunch, maybe a small snack, and then dinner. So it's 4 eggs, mushrooms, spinach, onions, and orange, and then you guys saw just a ton of stuff in the smoothie. So I'm gonna eat this, and then afterwards I'm gonna talk about deliberate training because somebody asked a really good question that I'm really looking forward to giving my thoughts about enjoyment and like having fun, and also training deliberately with like focus and intention. Wanna try?
Not really.
Honest, out of 10. I wanna hear it.
A 10?
You give it a 10?
That's an out of 10?
Oh, yes, out of 10.
It's not a 10.
Yeah?
Maybe like a 6.
What was the last one?
Like a 2.
So improvement. Okay, it is absolutely beautiful outside. It's like 60 degrees, clear blue skies, beautiful. And it's November. It's November 1st right now in Portland. This never happens, so I'm really trying to take advantage of this, go on walks, train outside, sit outside, do everything because the rain's coming, and once the rain starts, it's just gonna go all the way through June. So especially all through off season. So taking advantage of these beautiful days right now. Anyway, I wanted to answer the continuous Q&A for this video. This one's from Sarthak Rana, and the question is, what advice would you give to people who are struggling to enjoy deliberate training? So if you guys are unfamiliar with deliberate training is this theory or topic raised by Malcolm Gladwell in his 10,000 hour rule, where basically he says that in order to master a craft or become a professional at something, you need to put in 10,000 hours of deliberate training or practice into that trade or that craft. So if you want to be a professional footballer, you need to have 10,000 hours of deliberate training as a footballer in order to really master that craft or become a professional. And obviously the 10,000 hour rule, I mean, it's not exactly 10,000 hours, but the idea is you need to have deliberate training for a long period of time in order to achieve that mastery or become a professional at it. I'm a big believer in the 10,000 hour rule. I wanted to make a video one of these days where really I kind of broke down how many hours I think I trained and calculate it all up to give like a real answer of how many hours of deliberate training I've put into becoming a pro, but that'll be another topic for another video. But in this video, I want to talk about enjoying that, like enjoying deliberate training. And again, if you've never heard of deliberate training is when you're actually going out and practicing or training, that it's not just like carefree, having fun, not focused. It's really the opposite, where you're focused and it's intense and you're constantly asking yourself, how can I become better at this? What am I doing wrong? How can I improve at this? A lot of times you'll have a mentor or a coach that's helping you. And a lot of times you're constantly asking yourself, why am I messing up? How can I not mess up as much? You're so mentally engaged and mentally focused in it that it's exhausting and tiring, and many times it's not really fun. But I want to make sure that you're understanding the difference between fun and enjoyable, because fun is like when you have no worries in the world, you're going out and like you're kicking the ball around with a friend and you're not really trying to improve, you're just kind of going out because you like going out and you want to hit some free kicks and you want to talk with your friend and hang out and maybe juggle sometimes, but you're not really focused at improving in those areas. You're kind of just going out because you like going out and kicking the ball around, which is okay and that's great. But if you really want to become a professional footballer and that's your main goal, I think 99% of your trainings and team workouts and team trainings and everything should be deliberate. You should be very, very mentally engaged and focused and constantly analyzing every single minute of action that's going on and focused on your first touch. And every time you mess up, you should be not angry, but you should be frustrated and really trying to improve it and asking yourself, why is that touch bobbly? Why is that pass going off that way? Why when I strike the ball is it going 10 yards over the goal? You should constantly be trying to improve at that. And that deliberate focus and that deliberate training is how you make the fastest or most optimized progress to becoming a professional footballer. And of course, if you're so mentally focused and taking it so seriously and it's so tiring, it's not going to be considered fun, but you should enjoy that process, enjoy improving your game and taking baby steps towards your ultimate goal. And if you're really struggling at not enjoying that and you don't like being so focused and so tuned in, I think there's bigger problems with your goals or your why. I would really ask you, do you want to become a professional footballer? And if you do want to become a professional footballer, why do you really want to become a professional footballer? And then once you really understand why you want to be a professional footballer, and this is something you really, really want to do, I would make you understand that by doing this deliberate training, even though it's not fun maybe in the moment, it's enjoyable in the long term because you're going to make these baby steps towards your ultimate goal of becoming a pro. And you should learn to love that process of making those baby steps, of improving your game and playing at higher levels. Because for me, the most enjoyable thing is to play at the highest level I possibly can, to be surrounded by the best teammates I'm possibly surrounded at, to play the highest or the best quality football that I can possibly play. That, to me, is the most enjoyable. Many times it's not the most fun because it's frustrating and it's a grind and it's tiring and you have very low lows, but you have such high highs and it's such a enjoyable, fulfilling process that that's what I want to do and that's what I want to focus on. And if you aren't really loving that, I would really ask, do you really want to be a pro? Because that's what being a pro is all about. And there definitely is a time and place to goof off and have fun and kick the ball around. But like I said, if your main goal, your ultimate goal is to become a pro, 99% of your training sessions should be deliberate. Okay, I'm gonna take a little nap. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon. I'll probably take like a 45-minute nap, and then I'm just going to kind of like just work on my computer, start editing this video, emails, all the boring stuff. But yeah, I'll catch you before dinner. This is kind of like my downtime now. Good night. I gotta pee. I am cooking for the whole fam Matt Sheldon's world famous shepherd's pie, which was originally Sheldon Tweedy's world famous shepherd's pie, but then I took it, made it 10 times better by adding no ingredients at all. But we're making Matt Sheldon's famous shepherd's pie tonight. So just cooking up the veggies and the sweet potatoes, about to add the ground beef here soon. It should be ready in like 15 minutes or so. And we'll see what they think, because they've never had shepherd's pie before, ever, right?
Right.
Mike, shepherd's pie? No? No, you had cottage pie in England. This is shepherd's pie, Mike. Yeah, having dinner now. The whole family said best meal they've had in the last 5 years. Is that what you said? For sure?
I don't think anyone said that.
Mike is headed back up to Seattle. Zoom in on that face. He's headed up back to Seattle. He has to, well, he has been working remotely, but he's going to work up in Seattle remotely for a Seattle job. So he's going to head up there tonight. But it was good to see him. I'll see him again probably in Thanksgiving. And yeah, then after this, we'll watch some Schitt's Creek and have maybe some ice cream and go to bed and repeat. It's about 9 o'clock. It's like, that means it's my bedtime. Just finished watching like 6 episodes of Schitt's Creek. We're on season 3 now. Yay! So I'm gonna go to bed. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, peace.